Hey everybody, this is Dean DeCosta, and today we're going to do something a little different. We're not going to talk just tools. We're actually going to talk about a bit of a methodology. All I keep hearing about is in the EU, how without LinkedIn we can't do anything because of the EU and the rules and the laws, blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. I don't totally disagree with you, but I don't totally agree with you. There's ways around everything. So let's start with number one. Number one way. We're going to come up here. We're going to go into search. We're going to go into Google, whatever. And we're going to go ahead and do a site search. We're going to site search. We're going to site search linkedin.com/in. We're going to pick, mm, let's pick somewhere over there. Let's pick England. No, England's not, England's more like, let's pick, I'm trying to pick one I can spell as part of my problem. Let's pick Paris. Let's pick Java developer. Let's see what we get. Okay, so once we get past the stuff on top, which is always going to be stuff, and we spell LinkedIn correctly, which I have a habit of not doing, look what we get right there. France, LinkedIn, 138,000 results. I mean, and I'm doing it the nice way. If I went ahead and did it the other way, where I used the country code of FR, which is France, to hone down just to the French, there's 65,000 people. Good lordy. Let's go one more. Gmail.com. Whoops. Let's see if this gets us any emails. Wow, it gets us 660 people with Gmail email addresses, and Gmail isn't even the most popular public domain in France, but it still did it. So now you're going, well, great. What do I do with it? Well, ZapInfo's sitting right here. What I'm confused what the issue here is. Here's ZapInfo. It's extracting. It takes a few minutes. Multi-extract. Okay, yay. But look, I got them all. And if I extract them all, I'm going to have emails. And what's best? What's best? It's going to find me more info. It's going to get me the LinkedIn URLs. It's going to do all that stuff. It's going to get me everything I want. And if I don't want to do that, I can use Data Miner to scrape it, get the emails, plus get me my LinkedIn URLs. And I can stick those into Hierarchical or Luxo or who knows, or ZapInfo and get more info. Done. Done. So let's take a step further and look at a few tools here. First tool we're going to look at, because we were just looking for Java people in Paris. We're going to keep down there. We're going to look at Amazing Hiring. Let's see what they got. Amazing Hiring, great tool, finds content info, does a lot of stuff, but can really search for people almost legitimately everywhere. So we're going to start with Java. Yeah, I don't care about that. And we're not going to US, so we're going, if I'm not mistaken, it's France. France. Perfect. That's it. Just stop. Java, France. Let's just see what we get. 112,000 people that are in France that have Java. Really? Paris, France, right there. Boom, 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 boom. What's the problem? 112,000 people just in France, and only 39K don't have contact info. So that means 80, about 70 something of them do. And here's what's best: if you really, really, really worry about it, you worry about, oh my God, what about LinkedIn? Well, guess what? 63,000 are out of LinkedIn. 63,000. That's probably everyone or close to it. If you don't want to see the people on LinkedIn, pick the others. GitHub, Google Plus, Twitter. There's boatloads. So there's a way to source in Europe and get LinkedIn people and LinkedIn information without paying for a LinkedIn account. But we're not done. Not even close. Let's go to Who Knows. Who Knows? Hang on a minute. Who Knows is another great tool that works outside the US and Canada. So we're going to start right here. I'm just going to go with a skill, like I always do. Java. That's my skill. Done. Knows how it's calculated. We're going to wait for a minute for it to catch up. Let's see what we get. Now let's go Paris. I said Paris. Now that might not work because Paris, France. I think there's a Paris in the U.S. too. But let's see what happens. We'll wait and see. Um, and while it's doing that, we're going to look at our advanced search real quick. Okay, so we got Paris and we got Java and we got 44,000 people. And guess what? These people are all in Paris, France. They're not in Paris, wherever the heck Paris in the US is. And remember, we haven't even looked at the advanced searching, which is right here. I could have just as easily stuck it in here and gone down and get all these other things. Location, I could have been more specific if I wanted to be. I could have gone ahead and said France. I could have done a lot of things. So here you go, yet again, another one. And they have contact info on these people. In fact, these people are right out of LinkedIn. So kind of confused what the problem is about I have to use LinkedIn because we're in UK or EU or ABCDFG or wherever, and I can't use anything else. There are tools out there. There are methodologies out there to do it. X-ray works real well. I got news. You can be in LinkedIn all you want. You're not going to see more than 80% of the people. I don't care what if you're paying for the gazillion dollar top of the line thing. You're still only seeing 80%. Only 80%. Guess what? You can x-ray in and see not 80%, but probably around 72 to 75%. And then these other tools got the rest. It's so simple. It's not hard. I understand, everything like that. So there you go. Now you want to really be cute about it? I'm going to tell you a little secret, another way to do it. Get a tool that allows you to change your IP address. Everything LinkedIn does is based on IP addresses. If you change your IP address to say the US, you'll have access to the US version of LinkedIn and everything there, and LinkedIn will think you're in the US. So all those rules won't apply. All those problems don't apply because you're not there. There's just so many ways around the around this stuff that it's really quite interesting that people don't do it more. Um, but there you go. I mean, quick, simple, and easy. There's a way to get around stuff and still be able to see all the information without having to pay for LinkedIn. And that's the key here. Because you know what? At some point in time, LinkedIn's going to be a paid job board or it's going to be soaked up into Microsoft CRM, and that's the only way you're going to have it. Not all companies are going to be able to do it because they've already got CRM and they're already tied to it. And I don't think they're going to spend 50, 60, $70,000 just to gain access to it, especially when all the data on LinkedIn is out there as I just showed. Dean DaCosta, how to handle getting what you want out of LinkedIn in other countries.